Welcome back to Houston Life. The countdown is on. Thanksgiving, don't get mad at me. This is the calendar. It's 16 days away, y'all.
Okay, I be tripping. I cannot believe that. So if you have not already, here's a reminder to start planning your menu, people. If you're looking to break the mold this year, our next guest can help with her elevated takes on classic side dishes. Cookbook author and the food blogger behind My Diary of Us, Leigh Ann Chatagnier.
Hi.
Welcome back to Houston Life.
Thanks for having me.
It's so great to see you. Your friend Heather's in studio with us today, visiting from Friendswood.
That's right.
Hey, this is a reality check right here. There is stuffing on our kitchen island.
Yep.
Ready or not.
You better get ready.
You better get ready.
Yep.
Okay, so we're starting with stuffing here, right?
We are, and we're going to do a twist on your traditional stuffing. We're going to make stuffing muffins.
Oh, okay.
And what you're going to love about this is that every muffin gets those crispy edges that we love so much.
That's like the favorite part. People
Yes.
fight over getting the corner.
And now everybody gets their own.
Perfect.
Okay, so we are stuffing muffins today.
Yes.
We're making stuffed stuff.
Stuffing muffins. Stuffing muffins.
They're stuffins.
Okay.
Stuffins.
They're
Yeah.
stuffins.
Right,
Okay.
there you go. Okay, so I've just already got some toasted bread cubes here. You can use any kind of bread you want. I have a sourdough that I'm using today.
Yum.
And then this is a mixture of sausage, celery, onions, and your favorite herbs, sage, thyme, and rosemary, your traditional poultry seasoning. So we can just add that right in to the mix.
We're adding
you're
this
adding
to
this.
the.
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
And with your bread that you've cut up, have you baked that in the oven like
I
at 250 to get it dry?
Yes, because what you want to do is dry it out a little bit so that when you add your broth, it doesn't disintegrate.
I see.
It's got to have a little bit of texture to it so that we don't go like total soggy.
Okay.
So it's like a crouton a little bit.
Yes, a little bit like a crouton, yeah.
Okay.
And then here we just have some broth mixed with eggs. Because we're making muffins, we're adding eggs to our stuffing
You're
here.
gonna stir this?
And that's going to hold those muffins together as they bake.
This
in the
is
oven.
what? Chicken broth?
Chicken broth, yep.
Okay.
You can use turkey broth too if you have it. If you can't find turkey broth or you're not baking your own turkey, don't worry, chicken broth is just fine.
Could you do a veggie broth and do just a vegetarian stuffing
yes,
version?
you really could. You could do mushrooms instead of the sausage here.
Or beyond beef or something.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good idea.
Really, you can adjust this however you want. If you have extra veggies hanging out in your fridge from another night, you can add that in there as well.
Gotcha.
The main thing to me is the poultry herbs and that stock. It's going to just really give you those Thanksgiving flavors and those smells when it's baking in the oven.
Speaking of smells, it already smells so delicious in
it's
here.
really
Leigh Ann.
And so all you're going to do is take a little scooper. I'm just using a measuring cup is usually what I use here. And you're just going to scoop it right into your muffin tin.
Oh.
You want to have this greased before. And then you just kind of press it down because you want it to be pretty packed in there.
Pack them in, pack them in.
So the muffin stays together as it bakes.
Okay, so you're not using a little cupcake liner or anything. You're just greasing these muffin tins.
Yes, but you totally could use a liner if you want to, reduce the mess, and it can be, part of your presentation.
Okay, I got the idea
Yeah.
there. But this
So
finished
they bake
product,
off.
Leigh Ann?
Yep. and they get
Gorgeous.
golden and crispy and so good.
Check that out. And then everyone gets, as you mentioned, a nice little crispy edge. Plus, they're super cute.
They're
And
so cute, right?
convenient. You
Yeah.
just grab and go.
Here, I'm going to pull this shot.
I would like
out of the shot.
walk out of the door with this.
Well, no, you can take one.
Thank you.
I'm serving you, my dear.
Oh.
There you go. What do you think?
I'm obsessed with stuffing. It's my favorite side dish.
Me
So this is
too.
wonderful.
Delicious
good,
and
good,
clever. Okay, green beans here.
Okay, so this is a twist on green bean casserole. And if you are someone who doesn't love a mushy green bean, this is for you. This is my sheet
That's
pan green. It's me too. This is my sheet pan green bean casserole, and it's got a homemade cream mushroom sauce. No canned mushroom sauce here, and it's so simple. I just simply sear off some mushrooms in a pan, and this is the sauce I've already made. You add heavy cream. You're going to reduce it down with thyme, salt, and pepper, and it gets nice and thick and creamy.
Yum.
You can see like how thick and creamy this is just from heavy cream reducing.
A lot of people, Leigh Ann, will do a cream of mushroom soup situation.
Yes.
Is that acceptable?
You can, yes. If you want to make it even easier for yourself, you can definitely use the canned version. I just roast the green beans while the sauce cooks. So if you are going to use the can, go ahead and roast your green beans till they're still a little, have that bite to them. And then we're going to use the help from the store with these crispy fried onions. You can definitely do this part homemade too if you want, but I like to save on a mess in the kitchen and not fry my own onions the day of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we're just going to top it off, brown it in the oven until everything's combined, and that's it, guys.
And then your beans are still crispy at the end.
Oh my
Yep,
gosh.
they still have that bite to them that I personally love, and you get that delicious creamy mushroom sauce with the fresh thyme, and that cream is just
It's delicious.
Okay,
I
no
love the
offense
crunch.
to the can, but the mushroom is so good.
Yes,
Yeah.
and part of that is that you're going to sear your mushrooms so you get that good, like, deep caramelization on there that really adds to the flavor of the sauce.
The flavor is so much better
So good.
Yes.
than what I've had previously. Okay.
Let's talk potatoes.
Okay, so today we're going to make a savory sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
And if you've seen me on here before in the past, I do a sweet potato casserole that is everyone's favorite as well, but this is a twist on with a savory version for those of you who maybe prefer not to have basically another dessert at the table.
Exactly.
It can be very sugary sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, so all we're going to do, we have some roasted sweet potatoes that I already took out of the skins. I like to roast them because it really adds another depth of flavor here with that caramelized roasted sweet potato, and they peel really easy this way.
Oh.
So to this, we're going to add these 2 eggs here.
Okay.
And we're going to add a stick of melted butter. Of course, we have to have lots of butter for Thanksgiving. And we're going to add some chipotle peppers here.
Oh, a little kick in there.
Yeah. And then we're going to add in just a little salt and pepper and some milk.
Oh, and the chipotle peppers are in adobo sauce.
Yes.
That's an unexpected addition, Leigh Ann.
And it's smoky and just adds a savory version here. And so we whisk that all together. And then we're going to make a sourdough crouton topping with pecans. If you want to add those pecans right in there.
Into the mixture?
Into here. This is the topping.
Okay.
So once this is mixed together, we add that to the skillet, and then we're going to top it with this delicious sourdough topping. And we're going to add fresh sage, which again, that Thanksgiving flavor.
And that's the same sourdough bread you used in the stuffing, Leigh Ann?
It is,
Perfect.
yeah,
So you can
yeah.
just make some extra, set it aside.
But you can use whatever bread you have. If you have some stale bread at home, use it for this. It's great. A little butter just to mix everything together, salt and pepper, and then it's gotten a little hard. Well,
you know what?
You get the idea.
We know
You
what
we're
it looks
talking
like.
about.
That is beautiful. Can we take a shot of this finished product over here? So you have garnished this, with some fresh sage there, Leigh Ann?
Yep, fresh sage. And that's just pretty to do so that your guests know there is sage in there. I always like to garnish with like flavors that I used in the recipe.
Wow, Leigh Ann, I'm going to try this one.
Yeah, you got to get it.
This can be the side we take to Thanksgiving this year. Okay, we're going to hit the pause button really fast. We got to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, it is time for dessert. So if you are tasked with bringing the pumpkin pie to Thanksgiving, that's what Brandon and I typically bring, you got to check out the version Leigh Ann makes. It is a pumpkin hand pie. Look how clever this is, Tessa.
I can't wait to learn. She's going to show us how to make them. That's when Houston Life returns. Don't go anywhere.
It really is beautiful. Can we make it? Welcome back to Houston Life. We are back with cookbook author and My Diary of Us blogger, Leigh Ann Chatagnier.
Okay, so I'm sorry, before the break, during the break, Derek ate a lot of food. We also talked about stuffing and casseroles. Now we want to talk about the sweets and dessert. How was the
Okay, so this was the sweet potato casserole. Leigh Ann, I've never had something like this, and our producer Heather is telling me the recipe is already on our website, HoustonLife.tv, so go visit. If I were not on TV right now, I would lick the plate. I'm going to spare you all. I will put this away so we can focus on dessert.
Yeah, Leigh, you have a twist. You have a twist on a classic pumpkin pie.
Yes.
I mean, we all love pumpkin pie at my house. You have a different way to do it.
Okay, we're going to make hand pies today, and this is really great if you're a little intimidated to make a full pie. I promise you, you can do this. We're going to use store-bought pie crust here, so we don't even have to do that part. We're going to start by just rolling them out.
Here, Derek, you do
just
this.
a little bit.
Or you could do it while I try.
Or that.
No. We can work on it together.
Come on, we'll do it together.
Once I had one taste, I wanted
while
more.
he's going to roll that one out, if you want to, the filling is really simple.
Yeah.
So you're going to use pureed pumpkin.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some brown sugar in.
Okay, the whole thing, or?
Oh, about a half a
yes.
cup.
Yes.
We have to have it taste like pie. It's going to be sweet.
Exactly.
Leigh Ann, is this store-bought pie dough here, pie crust?
Yes, it is.
Okay, how thin am I rolling it out?
That's perfect, right there.
Okay.
We just want to be able to get 8 pumpkins out of there.
Okay.
And then pumpkin pie spice, of course.
Yum.
Some cream, just a little bit of heavy cream, or milk, either one.
Heavy cream.
Mix that together, and we're just going to mix that till it's smooth. And then I'll take your rolling pin. I'm going to roll out this one down here.
Okay.
And then if you want to start with the pumpkin cutter, you can also just use a round, or you can cut these into squares if you want, if you don't have a pumpkin-shaped cookie cutter, but it's kind of cute for Thanksgiving.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's adorable.
Cookie cutters are just festive and adorable.
Right.
Okay.
Why not?
So yeah, we're gonna cut those out on each side, and then once we get our pumpkin shape, we'll go ahead and put these on the baking sheet.
Okay.
So that it's ready to roll.
Ready to
into
roll.
The oven.
Okay.
You don't have to transfer them. And then we'll just put them on here. If you want to do the ones that are already cut.
Oh, I see. I'm taking them out.
Yeah.
Got it.
And we're just going to put them on here, and then we're just going to use a tablespoon, and you're going to put a tablespoon right in the center of the dough.
And you're just using one of these silicone baking mats, so
Yes.
nothing is greased. These are going
Right.
directly on the mat.
And you can
Gotcha.
use parchment paper if you don't have one of these.
Okay.
We just don't want them to stick. We just want them to slide
Yeah.
off easily. And the key here is you want to leave a good amount around your pumpkin so that when we press the dough, the top layer together, and I'll actually take your cutter over here again
there
to
you go.
start.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want the pumpkin pie filling to squirt out on the sides, you know, so we're going to take a little egg wash, which is just egg and a little water, and you're just going to lightly brush
Around
the
the edges?
edges here, and that's just going to seal the filling in there so that it, when we use our fork to pinch the edges,
Okay.
It'll
it just
actually
seals
stay.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, these are already looking so
Yeah,
cute.
They
and
do look very cute. I have some extra pumpkins on my side if
Here
you
we
want to
go.
use those.
I'm just gonna
Yes,
lay it
there
on
you go.
top, right?
Yep,
Just lay it
yep.
on top?
And then we'll take a fork and
Okay.
just go through and crimp the edges there.
Oh my gosh. I used to see my grandma do this with a real pie,
And it
I
looks
was
so
always
fancy, right?
yes,
Yeah.
it looks
Yeah.
so good.
And really, it's so simple, right? I mean, y'all can do this so far.
Oh my gosh. So far
Anybody
we
can.
haven't ruined it. You're
Anybody
right.
can. I
Well, and
promise.
people in general, do you find that people are kind of freaked out by pie crust or pie dough? If it's new territory for you, a lot of people
Yes.
shy away from it, right?
Yeah, they do. And there's so many great
intimidating.
store-bought options these days too, where you can buy the store-bought pie crust and then make the filling. But really, a pie crust is pretty simple as well. I'm reaching over you, sorry.
Yeah, you're
So
good
once
here.
you have them completely sealed,
yes.
do you have to do anything else to the top?
You do want to vent them, so I do little slits so they look just like a little pumpkin, of course.
Okay, how
but,
do you do that? Show me.
Okay, so you're just going to take a paring knife and you're just going to lightly go down. It does not take much pressure at all.
I see.
And it goes right through that dough, and I just make 4 little slits.
That
you can
is
also
so cute.
You can also use your fork and just make little dots on top. The key here is we just want the heat to be able to escape in there so our pie crust stays nice and crispy.
Okay, and how long are we baking?
We are going to bake for about 20 minutes at 400.
Okay.
I do like to brush some egg wash over top of these and then sprinkle with cinnamon sugar on top.
Okay, so you would do egg wash and then do the sugar.
Yes, and then they go into the
And
oven.
then Derek would just eat every one out of the
There you
oven.
go. And you can serve these with
Really
ice
so
cream
delicious.
or, heavy cream.
Whipped
heavy
cream,
whipped
Cool
cream.
Whip.
That's homemade whipped cream right there, which
I'm just having so much
is my
fun
favorite.
doing this.
It is kind of therapeutic, right?
It's therapeutic, it's cute, it's fun. I think it's great for all ages, and
Yeah.
it's delicious.
Yeah, kids would have fun doing this in the kitchen too for a Thanksgiving dessert.
Now, luckily, we have shared the link. These recipes, everything is going to be on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Leigh Ann, you always come with, I feel like I could pull something off this Thanksgiving.
You can.
You too
I
can do it.
promise.
Leigh Ann
Okay.
Chatagnier, My Diary of Us. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you
And to
so
your friend
much.
Heather,
Y'all
thanks
too.
for coming in
Yeah,
today.
thanks for
Cheers.
coming to visit us.
They're
Yeah,
very
thanks
good.
for having me.
Okay, you just enjoy that.